What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Let's Play Fate Extra. So, because I realized last time that I actually missed some stuff in the prologue, I'm just going to quickly go back into it so I can go ahead and scout the stuff that I missed. The first thing being is this actual little thing with Shinji I completely forgot is in the intro sequence. I thought this was in week 1, but I guess I was wrong. That's weird why it won't open. By the way, I'm on day 2 right now. I think this is Shinji like scouting out the murders in the back, I believe. Yeah, and Shinji kind of losing his stuff. I really should ask him what he's doing here, but mistakes. Anyway, so yeah, this is actually kind of interesting. I'm actually under a little bit of a rush to record this because last recording session was like 2.5 hours, but because there were so many fuck ups, I only got like 4 actual parts out of it. So today, because the day this is going up is actually going to be this Friday, so today is currently Wednesday, so it kind of shows you how much of a time crunch I'm under right now. Just go home already. There's actually a couple things I'm missing here. One is, of course, Ronnie. The other one is Alice. At least I believe you find Alice in here. So, I realized that I did kind of skip, I was kind of fast in the prologue, and I'll admit that's kind of my fault because, you know, time crunch. But, that's why I'm going back really fast to go and scout shit out. After this, we will definitely be on the fast track, though. And before we really get going, everything's good? Okay, good. I'm not fucking anything up right now. That is very good to know. Alright. So, yeah. It's good to know. Yeah, yep, go home. So, yeah. This week actually marks the time that Fate Extra started going to my channel. First time Fate's ever been on my channel, also. I'm surprised that's a thing. So, yeah. Later on, Brandon and I will be recording Fate Unlimited Codes. The game's a little complicated because it's a legit fighting game, and it's made by the guys who made Naruto Class Ninja. What's the company called? Tomy? Yeah, it was Tomy. It's interesting though because it was like co-developed by Capcom, and it's odd. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward to the end of this cutscene. I'll be right back in a sec. Alright, we're back into the actual gameplay, not cutscene. Alright, by the way, for juxtaposition, I just want you guys to note that this is now the 3rd time this playthrough I've gone through the entire prologue. Like, I am going to be sick of this shit after just a little bit of time. So, yeah, then there's a weird shit with the disappearance of rain on the rooftop. So, also, I'm going to be pulling some strings with... well, I mean, I'm already pulling strings with this Let's Play, but I need to pull a couple more. For starters, wait, who are you? You're scaring the bejesus out of me. What do you want? Actually, I'm glad you're here. Check this out. Oh, here we go. A female ghost who wanders the hallway. This is what I was looking for. This is Alice. The ghost of the foreign girl wanders the 3rd floor. If you respond to her, she'll suck out your soul. Alright. Now you know the details. Go investigate for me. Sure, dickless. If you want to take the case, it's you. Good luck. Fuck you, bitch. Why are you sticking me out there? Alright, but yeah, this is exactly why... one of the reasons why I did want to come back, because Alice has a little bit of build-up. As a little bit of spoiler, she'll be the master you face in, I believe, the 3rd week of the elimination matches. So I feel like with Alice, there's a bit of a build-up, and I wanted to show it in full because she actually is a pretty interesting character. At least I believe so. Actually, she shares a lot of parallels with you. I'll talk about that as we go along. Anyway, so once school is over, all traces of humanity disappeared. The sounds left behind is terrifying. By the way, I really like the song that's playing in the background. Like, this kind of weird, mysterious song. It's really nice. Anyway, so alone in the midst of this unnerving scene, I suddenly sense a strange presence nearby. It feels as if there's someone standing right behind me, staring at my head, back in my head. Has to be my imagination. No footsteps, no sounds, breathing. I am all alone here. It's funny how rare Fate actually goes into paranormal activity, like legitimate ghosts or stuff like that, because everything, it's kind of like nanomachines and Metal Gear Solid. Like, you can kind of whittle everything back down to, you know... You can kind of tie everything back to either mana in this series or servants. It's weird that you get any activities that are outside that realm of possibility. So anyway, because I have balls, of course no one's there. Except you. Is what I wanted to say. Oh, I actually... I like this nameless character. So yeah. However, standing there is what appears to be a young girl. Yeah. Definitely also the surrounding campus. But it's massive frills and a hoop skirt. Her dress is right out of the Victorian era. It's weird when I read Victorian era because I'm playing so much fucking Bloodborne right now that, like, that notion is actually kind of cool to me. Anyway, so combined with the porcelain-like skin, she appears to be a child's doll come to life. That was definitely part of a character. Well, I mean, kind of like. Just like a doll, just like a corpse, just like a painting, like a wraith. So, like, I'm imagining this character is saying these things with the white text, but, like, maybe the green text, like, after the parentheses is, like, him thinking, like, a subconscious thought? I don't know. Anyway, so suddenly her figure begins to melt away. She slowly fades into nothingness. The last thing is beyond her eyes. Ooh, spooky. Yeah, I feel kind of bad and missed that, but that's because I was just kind of gunning back to my home every time I got done with the event. By the way, how is it that you get a prompt to go home, and then you go home, but then, like, on the last day, you're like, wait, who the hell am I? I don't even, where do I go home to? And I'm like, how do you not know that? You go home. You even choose to do so. What the fuck? Do you just, like, sleep in the street or something? I don't know, it's weird. She must be a wandering girl that everyone's talking about. Or roughly how that goes. Anyway, so another thing around here is Ronnie. I want to go track her down. Ronnie's a new character to Fate Extra, of course. She wasn't originally here. Who the hell are you? What? How did I miss so much crap? So I was looking at the garden and caught the eye of a stranger, and then they vanished. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I have a splitting headache ever since. What's up with that? I'm starting to think like the splitting headaches and like the distortion in the eyes. I'm pretty sure that's like glitches in the system, and that's like the NPC slash like characters with amnesia trying to cope with it. Anyways, I already talked to Rin this day, so the rooftop is locked. Wait, no. Did I talk to her this day or yesterday? I don't remember offhand. Actually, no, it was the other day. Right now, I'm about to go go meet fucking Kuzuki downstairs, who I'm pretty sure might already have Lee Shuan by his side, because, like, while I was reviewing the footage and I was kind of like reviewing everything, I'm like, no, he has to already have Lee Shuan in his party if he's able to strike me invisibly from a distance, because, so Lee Shuan, he's an assassin class, so of course he's got pretty good stealth, but like, Lee's ability is on a whole other level. Oh, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. If you ever watched me play a Dynasty Warriors game, you'll know my Chinese is very bad. Like, I'm fairly decent with Japanese, but Chinese, forget about it. But, yeah, so I'm pretty sure he's already got Lee Shuan by his side. And again, I'm impressed that Lee Shuan was able to punch me, or even make contact with my character, and not have them die. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and scout out here very quickly. I realize that the first 2 days, nothing really interesting happens, but days remaining 1 and 0 is when shit actually starts happening that's somewhat interesting. So I'm going to go check to see if Ronnie is up here yet. This is the 3rd floor, right? I'm sorry, sometimes it's hard to distinguish between 2nd and 3rd floor. I don't know. Well, the 3rd floor there's a media room, so that's how I know that, but from a glance, it's very difficult because there's no, like, immediate discerning features. Alright, you already told me about the foreign-looking girl downstairs. Alright, I'll just go and leave. It's fine. Alright, but anyway, a point I was trying to make earlier is a couple of things I need to do with this Let's Play. First of all, I realized something. I don't want it to be sound creepy. I'm not... Whoa. Kotomine's already here? Oh my god. How? Why? God damn it, Kotomine. You're so weird. Anyway, so I realized that I'm going to be gushing over the girls in in Fate a lot, because a lot of them are really fucking good characters, and a lot of them are really, like, high tier. Like, I kind of subscribe to the whole idea of waifu, like, ironically. But when it comes to Fate, I kind of subscribe to it unironically, because, like, a lot of the women in Fate are so well written, it's hard not to gush over them, you know what I mean? Like, I try not to do it in a creepy sort of way, but if... I know Taylor is pretty alright with me, like, looking at anime titties, of course, but, like, I know she's not gonna watch this, but I'm pretty sure she's a closet bisexual, but I don't want... If I were in Taylor's shoes, I wouldn't want... Or if I wouldn't be feeling comfortable if Taylor were to gush over other men. So I try to be respectful and not to gush over other, like, even anime women in front of Taylor. Because I know that would be weird. So I try not to do it, you know? But I've been scanning the Fate Wiki, and yes, those are the Those are the other. Those are the Hakunos that are sitting in the other seats. By the way, yeah. The full name of that character is Hakuno Kirishima. I think it is. Either that or Kishinami. I keep getting it mixed up, but it translates. I think it roughly translates to like something about like empty soul or empty character. It's something relating to the word empty. I know that, but I don't remember much else. So yeah, it's kind of on me. Anyway, so last day. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the shit going really fast. Let's see. Wonder if she has anything to say. Oh yeah, getting the identity of ourselves. That's right. Let's see, 3rd floor. So this is the day that Ronnie actually becomes visible. At least yeah, there she is. So again, I'm sorry majorly for the fucking distortion this game decides to pull on us, but eh. Anyway, so a pleasant breeze blows to the open window, looks garden. I look into the garden. I see a female student standing in the center alone. There she is. It's hard as it is to see because fuck the screen's orange. She has striking appearance with long purple hair, almost almond skin. Okay, I thought it said almost skin, like it almost looked like skin. No, and a preternatural. That's a word. Okay, I've never seen predator used as as like a prefix, but okay. See, she's meditating and stuff is happening. By the way, something's about to happen. I start to feel uneasy about her. The girl's eyes snap open. And things kind of happen. Massive jolt rocks the school, causing me to stumble about uncontrollably. Yeah, all of a sudden, like, the school almost shakes apart. That's weird. I'm not certain what Ronnie was trying to do there. Like, definitely some sort of ritual she was performing. There was definitely some sort of end result she wanted to do. But I'm not sure what it was. I don't know. Then again, I will openly admit that I actually don't know a lot about Ronnie as a character. The blast is meant to destroy everything in its range, but the school seems stout enough. Oh, was she trying to nuke the school? Fucking A, alright. I love how you can see the exclamation point on the other side of the hallway. Oops. As she walks, she looks out the window and talks to herself. As she goes, she gives me a smile. Yeah, the reason I'm going out of my way to show these is because Ronnie is also, as you probably guessed, a fairly recurring character throughout the game. I definitely want to show her off because Ronnie is an interesting character, but I will admit, I don't know much about her. But from what I've seen, it's not enough to change my mind from doing primarily the Rin routes, if you know what I mean. And here we go. Ah, there she is again. I thought I had scared away for good, but she's come back. I better not make any sudden moves or she'll run away again. Also, I'll speak to her first. Oh, now we got the dumb music playing. I hate doing not like the song. Anyway, maybe I should say something to her, but softly. I just saw her. Yep. If I keep my back to her, it'll help a little bit. Yep. There she is again. Voice matches her appearance, small and faint. Yeah, there's an interesting story with Alice. Oh, she's talking. It's so weird when these characters suddenly start talking out of nowhere because the game volume lowered so much. I don't want to talk over them. Perhaps. Suddenly stops talking. She stops fading away? Okay. As our customary staring contest begins anew, I swear that I can see a faint smile on her face. I will admit, Alice is pretty adorable. Like, I'm not gonna make any qualms about that. She's kind of cute. Let's have some tea together sometime. Okay, so that should probably do it for the actual preliminary rounds. Actually, did she just completely disappear, or she's still there? That's just draw distance. Alrighty then. Actually, while looking around, because there seems to be a lot of crap happening, I wonder if there's anything. No, rooftop is locked. I've never actually been. Okay, I know I need to get this shit going, but I'm actually very curious because it's been a long time since I've explored the full campus while this shit's going on. And the distortion is still happening. I hate my life so much. Let me go over here. Okay, cool. Alright, I just want to check out really fast. So, yep, I guess with that, we are now officially ready to begin the game anew. Go ahead and return the title. I realize I don't need to completely back out to the XMB because, hey, the game's already in, so fuck it. Alright, now, we are ready to actually kick the shit into high gear. So, as I explained before, let's see, there's some things I need to talk about while we're going into this game. Fuck. I had a list of things I needed to talk about, but I don't remember it offhand. So, okay, actually, you know what? I know exactly how to start this. So, first of all, the rule about... I'm going to keep a rule about the 999 SP points. So, those are specifically there to... I'm going to only level my stats up a little bit for every new week. So that way I can avoid, like, the gratuitous amount of grinding in order to progress, you know? Stats only affect a hard amount of your stuff, like strength, defense, agility, magic, luck. Strength is your regular physical attacks, defense is your like physical defense. Magic is both your magic defense and your magic attack. Agility is... I actually don't know what agility does. And luck is... I think it determines just your critical hit rate, I want to say. Other than that, it doesn't affect your HP or MP at all, so we're keeping things a little bit balanced, but just enough that it's not, you know, bullshit. So... as a result, now we're actually going to go ahead and get this shit going. So, our first stop, I believe we actually got talking about this beforehand. If not, I'm going to go do it myself. Oh, right. The shit with Taiga. And so it begins. So, as I explained before, there's a couple things I'm doing with New Game Plus. Yes, totally. So I've heard Kendo Sword up and disappeared. I touched it in the supply room, but somehow managed to find itself in the arena. Since they can't go in there, I need you to go to get Kenda's sword and hand it over during the first round. I'm not here all the time, so if you want to check back or now again, thanks again. So, Taiga is our ticket to being able to fight the secret boss in this game. It only happens at the end of the game, and you have to do all the events, or you have to do every single thing she asks you to do. The trick is, every time she asks you to do something, it's at a point where you're... What's going to be High Renaissance Chapel? Okay, so can't quite go in there yet. So, what was it? Oh yeah, you have to be able to do all the events, but the trick is that every time you get a task, a new one, it's at the bottom of the arena where it's gonna be slightly higher than your current level. So you have to work your ass off to be able to land it. So it's a little grating. I'm not gonna lie. So anyway, here's the door to the arena, but it will be very well worth it because that's something even I haven't done yet. Like. There's two things I haven't done in this game. One is fought the secret final boss, and the other is going through Ronnie's route in week 5. Week 5? No, it's week 4. So this Let's Play will be it'll be very normal, but it'll have some variation to it, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do right now. Let's see. I can't get into the chapel yet. Might as well go talk to Rin. Oh yeah. Also, yeah, the reason I have to make sure I'm recording this game when Taylor's not in the room because I don't want her to feel uncomfortable while I'm doing that. Or it's more so I don't feel awkward while talking about the game. So, yeah, that's the thing. Alright, so I'm going to go up here. Rooftop. No, I already talked to Rin up here. Or did I? Wait, I thought I already did. Oh, but is there something else you want from me? I mean, I could ask for a million things from you, but that's not here or there. Oh yeah, I also didn't mention, there's a small discrepancy between her hair and her render. So if you look at her render, the character portrait, she actually has like a red gradient to her hair on the inside. It actually looks really fucking cool, but it's not on her character model. If you're following the anime at all that's currently airing, they do that. So it's interesting, but eh. Anyway, I said already, but we're at war near my enemy. I mean, I kind of figured as much. Yeah, we're still kind of a lost puppy. Not gonna make it not gonna try this guy's effect. Since no one else is stupid enough to help, I guess I will. I'll tell you about. Sure, you're on the basics. You're on. Poke around Seraph if you need more specific info. So, excuse me. Why am I just got to write a note as soon as I'm recording? God damn it. Yeah. All right. So we do have some catching up to do. Because I realize that, yes, there are people in my audience that don't know what the hell this series is. And even more people that know about Fate but don't know what Fate Extra is about. So, anytime I'm able to get information stuff going, I'm going to absolutely take it. So, here's the first one. So, where we are exactly is this place called Seraph, or however you pronounce what the fuck it is there. I'm just gonna say Seraph because fuck it. So, there's a little more details about this than meets the eye. You have no clue about anything. Let me start from scratch then. Seraph refers to the artificial world we are in now. Think of it as a kind of virtual reality. That's really the best way to think about it. Like, if you ever watch Tron, it's kind of a very similar effect. Like, you're inside of a computer world, basically. With that being said, it works on a level far removed from supercomputers and network clusters. The creation of a single legendary soul is far beyond the capacity of most of the world's computers. Yeah, because that requires a lot of advanced magic and integration with the Holy Grail, and, you know, it gets really complicated. In this place, there are more than 100 currently in existence, because of the 128 contestants. Imagine the power needed just to run the preliminaries with all the necessary NPCs, etc. Did you say that? It's okay. That's weird. Those are really supposed to be two different words, but right. Things here are so anomalous that it requires godlike hacking skills just to gain access. Yep, and to be able to digitize yourself and exist here requires that you must be a Magus level hacker. So yeah, that's what happens in this world. Basically, in place of traditional magic, there's now computer hackers, because the supercomputer simulation of the Seraph is so advanced that it's kind of like become its own second reality. With what little information I have about the series, it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains. A little bit. It's sort of like that sort of idea. Or Digimon. Actually, not. Yeah, Digimon's a better example. At least I believe so. Mega Man Battle Network, you know, so on and so forth. It's very similar to that, in effect. So, yeah. Holy Grail, I guess. Why not? So, at face value, the information about the Holy Grail is pretty straightforward. It's an item that you get once you beat the war, and it's able to grant at least one wish within its powers to grant wishes beyond doubt. There are speculated to be restrictions on the surface level about the Holy Grail, about what it can grant. It's kind of like Shenron, how it's not able to grant wishes outside of its own power, but like the Holy Grail has a little more leniency than that. Like, it could probably resurrect the dead a shitload of times, but, you know, powers inherent enough in the Holy Grail is enough to change reality. It really is. Like, whoever is able to... That's why there's a lot of, like, subterfuge and backdoor agreements when it comes to the Holy Grail War, especially in Fuuki, in Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night, because they want to make sure the Holy Grail doesn't, or, like, the Magus families don't want to make the Holy Grail end up in the wrong hands. So, there's a lot of, like, backdoor shit, you know? If you watch Fate Zero, it tells you that literally on episode 1. But in Fate Stay Night, it's a little more implied. So, yeah. About Magi. You know, whatever. As Seraph is a virtual world, I'm sure you were aware that none of us have any substance. Well, depends. Normal hackers and our systems using a program and methods used by Magus are far more advanced. Yeah. Magus will digitize their soul and then insert themselves in the virtual world such as this one. That lets them process it instantaneously and will be possible for normal hackers. Yeah, it's just like, they're kind of just like regular mages, but they're able to, they're kind of just like formatted for like computer shit. Yeah, they won't require abilities. Well, tell that to Waver. Waver is kind of gonna be like, nah, fuck you. You don't need to be born into it. Excuse me. There's a frequent driving point in Fate that you have to be born into a high-level Magus family in order to be a really good Magus. Bullshit. You don't need to be, because Shiro breaks that mold entirely in what he becomes later down the road. Rin is a very good one, but she's not like the best, but she is really fucking good on her own. And then, of course, there's also Shinji was born into a high-level Magus family, but he can't do crap, so... Yeah, also, you know, Waver Velvet from Fate Zero, my baby, yeah, he kind of breaks that mold entirely because he becomes a servant. That's a fun story. A fun story even I don't know a lot of the information to, so we'll keep that on the download for right now. Anyway, so that's about it for Maguses, Magi, whatever. Now about Rin. So, as I've explained before, the High Goddess, born into the Tosaka family, which is one of the 3 main magic families in Japan. But there's a little more going on. At least in this series. Why in the hell are you asking me about me? I have no desire to even pretend to be your friend. You say that, but apparently my character's cardboard box charm is able to persuade you otherwise, but okay. I think it has something that you'll give me an edge. Maybe you're not completely stupid. Alright, some moot point. Oh, I'm not better seeing how much time. Alright. So, she didn't really give us anything. That's fine. Even interpret our alliance would end badly. It's funny though, because you actually so during the game you can choose to have Rin or Ronnie as a permanent ally going forward. Me, of course, I'm gonna be choosing Rin because, you know, familiarity with Fate Stay Night, and Rin is a fantastic fucking grill. And Ronnie, I will give Ronnie a chance eventually. Maybe if I do another run with Archer, Emiya, maybe, but it's hard to say. It's always you don't bother with the multimedia room, you barely go in there. Anyway, so there's a point I was gonna bring up. What the hell is it? Yeah, well, I'm basically just gonna be sticking to Rin for this run. But I will show a little bit of Ronnie's route if you choose to go that path, because there's a very interesting boss you get to fight in Ronnie's route. Something that I shit myself over when I first learned about it. I still can't believe it. Like, I am having a hard time processing it, but that's not here or there. So anyway, still on day 6. Is there a thing we can do, or are we still in the prep period? Well, imagine just going into the arena would probably help greatly. Maybe. Slight discomfort. Alright, so, you know what? I'm gonna do one more thing. So, first of all, I'm gonna go outside. So, remember what I said about the sky looking normal? Yeah, this is what it looks like normally. It's basically the school floating inside that weird sea-looking area from the arena. It's odd. And there's people around here. A cool detail I should mention about Fate Extra going forward is that, for every week that passes, because it's an elimination style tournament, you see less and less people every single week. So it's really cool and really creepy because you go from 128 people populating the school to you and one other person. Actually, at the end of it, just you. It's very fucking spooky. Like, I have to say, that is creepy as hell. Anything in Class 2A that's worth looking at? Nope. Okay, I'll make sure about that really fast. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it one more time. Make sure it's something I need to talk to Nero about, and we should be good to actually go ahead and get the show going. Anything Saber I need to talk about? God, she's cute. Alright, so, I should mention some things about Saber Nero, though. So, I literally just got a comment on part 3 about whether or not if this Saber is actually Artoria. As explained, no, you have to watch the video to figure that out. The Saber in Fate Stay Night is King Arthur, aka Artoria Pendragon. The Saber in this game is Nero Claudius, aka Saber Nero, aka Red Saber. I explained already that that was kept deliberately vague so that fucking Nasu could keep it a surprise going in. And furthermore, you know, it's like, yeah, Nero is just a much better character overall too. Hey, there you are, Master. What's that arena? Yeah. That's the thing about the arena. Every time you go in, if you want to leave, it ends. Excuse me. It ends the day. Therefore, you have to be very careful when you're. You have to be very careful when exploring the. Or no, you have to be very careful about when you go into the arena, because a very big crucial factor of this game is intel gathering, because it helps you out greatly with going into the final rounds. So I've already scoured this place top and bottom. I don't even know who my enemy is, so at this point it might just be better to go inside the arena. So we're just gonna break down the arena as things go along. This is not gonna be too difficult. It should be pretty straightforward. No big deal.